Hello and welcome everyone, it is me, the Lover, also known as the Power to Duelist, back for you in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel and on the way through the Master Duel ladder with everyone's favorite collection of household appliances. After sorting out, the tech issue I was tech issues I was kind of talking about in a couple community posts, we're back. I did make a couple changes to the deck. This is a list I've been kind of toying with in the TCG for a bit now, with a good bit of changes. This does forego running Junk Box and instead opts to max out on Converter, so that even on like fairly low powered hands you can still kind of weasel your way into like at least one decent end board piece, like a Braver or like a Baron. The one thing I'm still considering is like maybe adding like at least a Feather Duster, just to have like a high roll option against back row decks. I think I'll drop a Cold Buy for a Feather Duster in this case. This does look weird and feel weird because Cold Buy is an incredibly broken card, especially in a deck that doesn't take well to hand traps. Mainly how this will hopefully work is that we do find, like a starter or two, maybe a bit of gas, and do have, at least two sets of hand traps for going second. I want to experiment with this list a bit specifically, since not only have I been testing this in the TCG or something similar, I think minus like one card by now, this is exactly like a TCG list. Two cards, to be fair. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of see how this maybe works, and with, the month already being halfway over, or like more than halfway, I think if, there's a time to experiment with some lists, it is once we get to Platinum and see, what maybe works and gets us some wins consistently, and also at a point in time where like in, a very short notice, I will probably be grinding back up anyways, and then, we can just work with results in the coming month. But with that out of the way, I think we'll, save this and get into some duels. Oh, we're playing against Atem, damn. No, we win a coin toss against Atem. Well, don't mind me going first. Now watch this first hand be absolutely atrocious. And just, smart guy comments already being typed at like the speed of sound. That's terrible. That is absolutely terrible. Yeah, I don't think we do anything here, right? That is absolutely dreadful. Yes, that is pretty much set boombox and pass, and we hope that gets us there. It's not that I called it. Okay, 3-card extra deck. Maybe we're fine. Maybe we're fine. The Winged Dragon of Ra is added to our opponent's hand here, which is of course very menacing. That means like the 3 extra deck cards are like probably Egyptian God Slimes. Please give me something playable. That is something playable, funnily enough. For a moment I was like, that is, and then I was like, wait a minute. Ash Blossom is a tuner. So wait, we can normal Ash, flip, Boxen, make Power Tool, grab an equip spell. We have 2 smartphone triggers here. Which is nice. Can flip the Boomboxen here. Get Max Seed. Do I really... I mean, can't really care about that, so like, let's just make PTD. PTD, grab an equip spell. Get Ash on the PTD. I don't really care for that, to be honest. I think you can like go ahead and Ash the PTD here. No worries there. We can banish Boxen for smartphone. That means we're not getting Ash anymore. Maxi's still drawing him a lot of cards, but I do think we can kind of deal with that. Cellphone's crazy here. I think we do add Cellphone here. And from there we just make Braver, I think, or do we just make a Crystal Wing here? Because, not many cards. I mean, to be fair, we can probably just kill. But I do believe we make Crystal Wing first. And then we go... Because Crystal Wing kind of insulates us against like a lot of hand traps here. Then we can go repair unit, pitch, cell phone. Summon back the cell phone. And just machine you. And from here we should kinda have it. There's no Ash anymore. And everything that our opponent can still have, I feel like is too low impact to really stop us from going off here. We go Unicorn. And then I think we make the access code with the boomboxen. So they have like this live telephone left on the field. The one who accesses the code. Yeah, let's go access code effect. Target Unicorn. That should just about do it. Nice Maxi. To be fair, playing like Egyptian gods, this is probably like pure Egyptian. Oh, Guardian Slime. Guardian Slime. Good thing we have this Crystal Wing. Just hope he doesn't have an Imperm now. To be fair, Imperm kind of wins anyways. Let me get a add a spell trap that adds the names raw, but go ahead, you know. The true Sun God. Yes. Well, access integration. Very slow delay there, but I guess we kind of just walk with that. It do be a game. But yeah, I think that was already like a pretty good showcase for like what I meant by like a more, you know, wider distribution of like where, you know, the power level of decks ranges. Of course, you know, with, you know, this being a bit later in the month, some people might be like, hey, you know, I can just play some city stuff in ranked. That is crack cocaine. What the fuck? Gamer, Machine Dupe, Ash Imperm. Okay, that is crazy. Yeah, this is like the absolute nuts in terms of what you can find in this deck. Gamer, of course, being like a huge choke point here, which is unfortunate, but to be fair, Gamer, as like a starter, has this issue of there's just not a whole lot of good ways you combo even if you draw it. Which, like, Converter kind of helps with that as well, since Converter's like the one card that really helps you combo if your Gamer does get negated. Negates the on-summon effect, which funnily enough doesn't matter in this case, since we've drawn the one Morphtronic that you can't summon off of Gadget Gamer from the hand. Which is unfortunate. Machine Dupe kinda does not a whole lot, since we just like make IP Unicorn. To be fair, we have Imperm Ash. Let's hope that just kinda does it and we find like another playable off the top for the next one. It's also funny how this is like a pretty crazy hand for like this list, and then just like, yep, Ablos. Ooh. Jamming waves for the Imperm. That's unfortunate. That is rather unfortunate. Summons Rose. To be fair, Rose is like a lot better than Ray, since she's less sticky. Add back, engage. Makes, yeah, fires engage. I think we Ash engage here. The second engage isn't real anyways, it can't hurt us, so like, you know, it's just that easy. He simply won't have the second engage. Sets a Widow Anchor, okay, impressive. Give me something cool. That is not something cool. Yeah, this is looking like an L to me. That's interesting. There might still be a way. Maybe. Maybe. I think we get like a really crazy top deck. There might still be a way. Copium? Hopium? I don't know. Remoten's a pretty frickin' good one. Oh, Bogomoon. That's a oddly good card in this situation. I was like, wait. Okay, Ash doesn't do anything, because like Ash is Converter, Kek W, I just have the Machine Dupe for it. And Impalm / Veiler is like too low impact, but Book of Moon kinda does it, yeah, okay. Some cards are timeless, I guess. Oh, that's great. Oh, that is great. That is absolutely great. I love that. It's also such a good, like, inclusion. Because it's very, very on theme. Because it's a spell. But it's also just good in, you know, any situation, you know. Going second, this trades for, like, a negate, possibly. Unless it's a link. And going first, it's, you know, still good. Because you can obviously, you know, set it and book something important. So yeah, I do think that's a pretty good inclusion. I like that. That's a very spicy tech. Or like, I mean, probably not like a huge IQ tech. I mean, it's probably not the first guy to jam a Pokémon into a Sky Striker list, but you know, I do respect the hustle of running Book of Moon and Sky Striker. Well, sometimes you get put on better habit and you don't have it. Because I think like almost any other Morphtronic in that situation, outside of, you know, Smartphone, does allow us to combo there through the Ash. Well, let's try this again. Pot of Desires. Wait, which decks currently in MD still run Desires? Sword Soul? Or Striker? Or it is just Striker. Multi-roll here for just, I guess, the sake of it. Ray. Ray for Kagari. Yeah, you know. I've started playing this game around toss days. I know where this is going. So there's a Widow Anchor negate in our future. Let's see. Second Gadget Gamer is like fine. It's like whatever, you know. Let's almost summon Gadget Gamer here. Use the effect and see if we get Widow Anchored. Yeah, because this is a very juicy target for the Widow Anchor. I'm like thinking, do I wanna... That's, you know, opponent of course has Ash. Let's find out, I guess. Converter, target gamer here. If there's no Ash in our future, we might be walking with this. There's an Ash, okay. That makes this a lot harder. Damn. I really need to check my calendar again. It seems like I've gone back in time. This looks a bit like 2019 to me. Squatting Slav. It's a good one. That is a good one. Let's see if this is, you know, the third Striker pilot in a row. I'm, you know, going first. That is how we operate. Ooh, the Under the Sea field. That's a pretty good one. Need to like maybe consider getting that at one point. 60 cards. Okay. 60 cards with 8 in the extra. This feels like bait. This, you know, feels like a whole lot of bait. Go telephone here. Go for gadget gamer. Go hauler, pitch, Saffron. Telephone, revive set, Saffron. Dice roll really doesn't matter here, since we are grabbing back Saffron anyways. Or like at least try and grab a repair unit, since there was no like response on the gadget gamer. I do presume that there's not a whole lot of responses in total, you know. 60 card decks tend to have issues with finding hand traps. Per unit, let's go Saffron. Remoten is crazy. Actually an insane rip. Make a Link Kuribo here. That way we are at least getting to like Braver Net Beast, because we can repair unit here. Pitch Scopen. Summon Telephone. And that's like if I don't, you know, reveal something absolutely like insane off the Saffron, you know. Which is always a possibility, since we do be getting it twisted quite a bunch. Saffron here finds a 6, that is nuts. Okay, yeah, I was just about like, hey, are we missing a 6? No, we are not. Go ahead and make Excel Stardust. This thing is absolutely crazy. Go with the Excel Stardust here to grab back Telephone. Go Telephone effect. Summon out Saffron here, which is nice. Braver. Telephone is absolutely crazy here, what the fuck? That's crazy, dog, what the fuck? So... yeah, we make Net Beast here. Like thinking, is there like a good add off of remote in here? I think we'll go smartphone first though. So 3. Repair unit is kind of crazy though. Repair unit is kind of crazy. This is gonna be a big thinker. Otherwise I'm just making Crystal Wing and feeling good, I guess, against behind all this. Funnily enough, if I was playing Dawn Dragster instead of Baron here, the line would be so much easier. The way we can still add a Telephone back from the grave. And equip the Earphone to the Braver Dragon. This should be enough, realistically speaking. This should be enough, you know? Ash in hand, Apollosa, Braver, Crystal Wing, Net Beast should be enough. I'm like a bit sad that, funnily enough, this is like one of the few situations where like Golden Ladybug, yeah, I don't really care for that. Where FA Dawn Dragster comes up easier than Ritual Fusion, banish deconcentrate face equipment revealed, then target a level 7 or higher non-monster and grave added to hand. Strength and Unity doesn't really like do a whole lot here. Oh Jesus Christ, please don't let this be like 16 different cards I need to read. That would be quite unfortunate. End of main. Yeah, okay, that's just game, I guess. We Braver. Send Earphone. Target Remoten. Yes. we extreme, pop the face down. Oh, that's funny. I think we just go to combat then. Yeah. Let's go! We took this one. That's fairly crazy. I am so curious what this gentleman was playing. Just like life point gain dot deck, or what was this? Oh yeah, this actually is just like, oh, what the hell? Blue Eyes players. Anyways, I think that's a good a point as any to end this episode off. I don't know, I think I really like the list, despite like how rough some of these games were. I think the two sets of hand traps will come in rather handy, but I do believe that will be something we'll be maybe seeing in the coming week. I'm like maybe thinking of cutting down this called by for a crossout designator for the coming week. I think that could be pretty sick, since that way we can also dodge imperm, which would be rather lovely. So I think we'll do that and see how that change kind of goes into effect in the coming week. I do like that, honestly. But yeah, with all that out of the way, maybe let me know what you think of this list. I think, you know, kind of taking these last couple of weeks of the month where maybe, you know, we can just see what happens and then, you know, go into the next month with maybe a list that has, you know, some experience behind it. Should be fairly reasonable, and I think some of the changes are also understandable. I think the crossout might be like kind of cute, because if we're drawing like a one-off, might as well draw like the better one-off in like a lot of situations, unless it's like specifically Valor, you know. Watch this matter next week. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on the list down below, and maybe some ideas you'd have. Because I think now we're starting to get into the time where, you know, it's you know, just time to experiment and see what kind of works and maybe helps us proceed through the ranks. But I think this should be like the way to go. So yeah, I'll be thanking you guys very much for watching. Again, huge thank you for all the like, you know, positive reinforcement behind like a lot of the stuff I've been doing in the last couple of weeks, and also the, you know, patience behind me getting set up again with my PC. So yeah, huge thank you for that, and it's so incredible to get this kind of, you know, support from like this crowd of people, or like this like fairly, you know, huge crowd of people. So yeah, it's just so cool. But yeah, before I get like too, you know, too sappy with all this stuff, I'll thank you guys very much for watching, just as always, and see you guys again next time. But until then, goodbye.